You guys clearly loved my Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video, so I thought it was a really awesome idea to go and challenge myself to platinum every single Dragon Ball Z game there is with an obtainable platinum trophy on the PS4. I know, what about the PS4 games and the ones on the other PlayStation platforms? Well, the thing is, I'm just a broke college student, so I do not own a PlayStation 3 or a backwards compatible PlayStation 3. So for now, you're just gonna have to deal with all the games on the PS4 and the PS5. So to start this journey, I'm gonna go with the last Dragon Ball game that was released on the PS3 and the first one to ever release on the PS4, Dragon Ball Xenoverse. With a total of 51 trophies and around 100 hours of grinding for 3 different trophies, I'm gonna stop at nothing to get this platinum, not even this game's lame CPU keyless spam. Ultimate spam.
Come at me with everything you've got. All right.
There's
Let's go,
2
everyone.
ultimate. Absurd drop rate for the skills.
Quite
Bro, it took me
entertaining. Keep
over
up the
a
good
goddamn
work.
hour to 2 hours to get this one skill, bro. And tedious 100 hours of grinding the same mission over and over again. Anyways, I stole long enough, so let's hop right into getting the platinum for Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Since this game is now over 10 years old, I'm gonna go ahead and explain what Dragon Ball Xenoverse is about. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is a simple but unique game. You start off by creating your own playable character, and instead of playing through the normal Dragon Ball Z story, you go into similar fights, but it's a little bit different. The enemies are a little bit more powerful, and it's your job to set the timeline straight, which is Goku defeating Raditz, Frieza, Gohan defeating Cell, so on and so forth. The game starts off with a prologue where you play as Goku and fight Frieza, Cell, and Kid Buu to learn how the game mechanics are going to work. After finishing the 3 fights, you are put into a character creation menu where you can pick from 5 different races: Majin, Saiyan, Earthling, Namekian, and Frieza Clan. Obviously, I went for the Saiyan race. After customizing my character and giving him a name, we go ahead and finish, which then gives our very first trophy for completing the prologue. The first thing I was going to work on was the story to level up my character for the big grind later on. The story was a lot easier than I remember it being back when I first played the game when it dropped. I remember the final fight with the main villain of this game, which is Demigra, who is an original character apparently, was super difficult to beat when him and a mind-controlled Trunks were jumping me. However, this time I completed it in one go. I guess it was just that I was really bad back then, but now it was simple and easy. After finishing the Demigra boss, there was one more saga after that, which is the Broly saga. To play the Broly saga, I have to collect 5 different time shards. One you get for defeating Demigra, another for talking to this person Rekon, and the rest you get from different parallel quests. Then after taking all 5 of those crystals and going to talk to Trunks, you fight Broly and then a couple more fights, and then once that is done, the whole story is complete, getting me my final trophy. I haven't showed you the trophy pops because it's just, there's a lot of story to this game and it's just kind of annoying, but now the trophy count has jumped up to 11 out of 50 in total. While doing the story, I got a trophy for completing the tutorial parallel quest. While going for the time shards in the parallel quest, I also got 2 more trophies. One was for completing 7 parallel quests, and another was for getting my first Dragon Ball, which is the 1-star ball. There's a couple more trophies related to obtaining the Dragon Balls, but instead I decided to start working on one of the few really grindy trophies. And by a few, I mean all the trophies related to mentors. So in order to get the trophy Rainbow Form in Your Eyes, I have to get 100% mentor completion on all 12 mentors in the game, not counting the 5 DLC mentors because they're DLC. To raise the friendship bar of the mentors, what you have to do is go do parallel quests. And once you get to the character selection screen, you select both of your teammates to be whichever mentor you're using, and then after completing the quest, the meter should go up. Since this is one of the trophies that took me a really long time to complete, I decided to work on a couple missable trophies while going for this one. The first trophy I got was for playing on all the maps in the game. This really isn't a missable trophy because you get this pretty much just by playing through all the story and doing all the parallel quests, and then the trophy should pop. The next 3 I got, which is for doing 50% of all the parallel quests, 80%, and lastly 100%. The next trophy I thought I already had, but apparently I haven't, and this is for getting 500,000 Zenny. Apparently this doesn't count for total Zenny you get throughout playing the game. You have to have 500,000 Zenny in your current inventory at that time to get that trophy to pop. So after doing some more parallel quests, which give a lot of Zenny on completion, this was pretty easy. At some point in the grinding for maxing out all the mentors, I decided to take a little break because I would say I've been grinding for this one trophy to max out all the mentors for probably around a week at this point. And because I also got busy during that time with college exams. But what I did during this break was go for the online trophies. The online trophies are really easy, and with enough coordination, you can pretty much get them all to pop back to back. The first trophy I got was for playing an online match for the first time, and this happened when a random person in the multi-lobby challenged me. And the multi-lobby is just pretty much an online hub. After fighting this person and getting the win, I obtained my first online trophy. Once I got back to the lobby, I went ahead and favorited this guy that fought me because he said he would help me out with other online trophies, and getting me another trophy in the process for adding him to my favorites list. The next trophy was for reviving an ally 7 times. This can be done pretty easily in a 2v2 game with multiple friends or even just one. Just have the other player just take down your CPU ally and then revive him 7 times. And then when the match is over, the trophy will pop over 7 times. The next trophy I got was a 4-in-1. They were all done in the endless battle mode, which is pretty much just a king of the hill. First is Won't You Dance With Me for playing online 7 times. A Fight of Courage and Pride for winning online 7 times. Take on all challengers for participating in 7 endless battles. Lastly, Online Champion for winning 7 endless battles.
7 times.
Another trophy for endless battle is observing 7 matches. And after getting another person to help, I just had to create an endless battle match and change the settings where the host does not have to fight and watch 7 full matches. If someone leaves or the game crashes mid-game, it won't count towards the trophy. Next 2 trophies are again back to back, and they are for going over to the time-space delivery and sending a gift to my boosting partner, and then he's sending a gift back to me as well. After a couple days later, I had one more master to max out for all the master trophies. And for whatever reason, this one took the longest and the meter would not go up. Bro, I've done like 10 parallel quests with Cell as both my teammates, and the meter has barely gone up whatsoever. After finally getting the meter to max after another couple of days, I got the trophy for getting all the masters maxed out, as well as my last mentor training trophy. The next 2 trophies are by far the longest, because they are for obtaining every single skill in the base game, not counted the DLC. Because if it counted the DLC, I probably would not be going for this platinum trophy. So while going for all the skills, I decided to grind for the Dragon Balls as well, because they have their own set of trophies as well. There are 3 trophies tied to them. One is for getting the 1-star Dragon Ball, 2-star Dragon Ball, and the 4-star Dragon Ball. The next trophy is for getting all 7 and summoning Shenron to get a wish granted. There are multiple wishes that Shenron can do, however, there are 3 sets of trophies I need in order to get the platinum. First is the wish that gives playable characters, and I would have to do this wish 3 times. Next is the super skills, and I would have to do this wish 2 times, as well as the ultimate skills 2 times. Meaning I would have to summon Shenron and get my wish granted a total of 7 times. After grinding days for the Dragon Balls, I was able to get the wish for all playable characters and variations, as well as all super skills and ultimate skills. The very last trophy I need is for getting 7 auto patrols. An auto patrol is pretty much you going into an online lobby, backing out of it and going back in, and this gives Zenny an XP for however long the time in between joining those lobbies would take. After doing this a couple times, it finally gave the trophy for 7 auto patrols, and then after 60 plus hours of grinding, I was able to obtain the platinum. This platinum was by far the grindingest I've done at this point in time, but it was still really fun to go back and play this game again. If you enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe as well. It means a whole lot to me because of how much time and effort I put into these videos. It just makes it all a whole lot worth it. And with that, I will go ahead and see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.